Leadership isn't about standing tall at the helm, gripping the steering wheel, and commanding the ship forward. It's not a display of power or a spotlight on the captain's abilities. Leadership is far more subtle and intricate than mere direction. It's the delicate art of understanding the waters, reading their depths, and knowing when to sail, which ship to sail, and when to pause. Leadership is not about steering a course. It's about sensing the currents beneath, calculating risks, and charting a course that may not always be straightforward, but is always wise. The right leader sees beyond the ship they command. They focus on the environment, the unseen dangers, and the opportunities hidden just beneath the surface. They understand the temperament of the sea, the potential storms gathering on the horizon, and the need for constant vigilance. Sailing into treacherous waters isn't brave, it's reckless, unless guided by knowledge and foresight. Leadership, therefore, begins with assessing the waters, measuring the waves of opportunity and the undercurrents of threat, and making decisions that prevent disaster before it strikes. But it doesn't stop at assessment. A true leader knows which ship to sail. Not every vessel is suited for every journey. Some are swift and light, built for speed, but vulnerable to heavy storms. Others are sturdy, slow, and dependable, but their bulk makes them sluggish to maneuver. Leadership is the ability to recognize which ship to use, and more importantly, which crew to trust. Just as no two journeys are the same, no two ships can be expected to perform equally in all conditions. The leader's role is to prepare and align the ship with the journey ahead, making the critical choices of upgradation and maintenance, foreseeing any pitfalls in resources or energy. A great leader is also acutely aware that they might hold the steering wheel, but the outcome of the voyage depends on every single person on board. The cook, the cleaner, the engineer, the crew, they are the ones that will ultimately carry the ship to shore. They keep it afloat, operational, and safe. Without them, the captain is merely a figurehead standing on a deck of steel and wood with no movement, no momentum. Leadership, then, is about recognizing the value in everyone's role. It's about weaving together the collective strength of each individual to form an unbreakable bond. A ship doesn't move because of a single decision at the helm. It moves because of the combined actions of everyone on board. More than anything, leadership is the delicate balance of knowing when to forge ahead and when to pull back. It's understanding the wisdom of caution, of taking precautions for bad weather, even when the skies seem clear. Leadership involves the bravery not only to set sail, but also to call for an anchor when needed. A leader must know when the mission should be aborted for the safety of all. There is no shame in retreat if it ensures the survival of the crew and the longevity of the ship. This is where leadership meets humility, the understanding that while you may lead, the ocean will always be vast, unpredictable, and indifferent to your ego. A leader is not the sole figure on the deck pointing towards a destination. They are the ones constantly watching, adapting, and pivoting, understanding that to lead is to obviate a situation where the crew finds themselves surrounded by water everywhere, not any drop to drink. It is about preventing those moments of desperation by foreseeing them long before they arise. Leadership is as much about prevention as it is about action. It's about guiding those under your care so that they never face a moment of hopelessness, where resources dry up and their efforts seem futile. In essence, leadership is about the journey, not the destination. It's about leading with empathy and foresight, about empowering everyone to play their part, and knowing that the greatest victories come not from force or authority, but from harmony, collaboration, and timing. The sea may be vast, the journey treacherous, but with a true leader at the helm, the crew can trust that every decision is made with their survival and success in mind. Leadership isn't about the leader, it's about the crew, the ship, and the ever-changing tides. And it is only when these elements are understood, respected, and aligned that the shores, distant as they may seem, come into view.